I'm the best thing on her. Shit, I am the shit.
I'm not catching fades anymore. Gotta keep my hands clean when they come for the ball. Keep it smooth like a dawn, making moves in the dark. Cause I learned how to swim in the pool for the sharks. Now they coaches, cause they can't read all his motions. How the kid never switch codes, but he codes with focus. Staring down your team with a frozen, ice cold look that could end the summer solstice. Cause I'm more like the top dog. Keep on running game and the gang will accost y'all. I be calling plays from a plane while I'm off court. But we ain't the same, you a lame, I'm a mob star. Actually, I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin. They know I'm a dog and a beast, man. Yeah, I keep the peace with a peace, man. I ain't got no time for a peace, man. Why would I respond to a pawn? I'm the... Hold up. If I let my dogs off the leash, they you might want to get out of Dodge while they eat. Honestly, think it's not the blood and the beef. If they don't leave anything behind after eat. I can see you soft, ever thought about retreating. If you never have, then they'll give you a reason. Better watch your tone, lose your bass when you speaking. Underneath the mask is the wrath of a priest. When you learn how to smile in their face, then go cutthroat. Then they wanna call you a con when the blood cold. I remember starving while y'all had a truckload. Now I'm with the mob with the call and the gusto. I'm a top dog on a stat sheet. Off court, but I call plays for the athletes. Laughing when the cop cars try to catch me. Cause I rolled off in a taxi. With my feet up, I'm relaxing. Singing Figaro with no accent. While I pour strings from the streets in. Do it all with a straight face, I'm the kingpin. Top dog, top flow, boss mode, I'm the kingpin. Showstopper, top dog, God vibe, I'm the kingpin.
Man, good Monday afternoon, good people. Good Monday afternoon, man. It's a beautiful Monday outside. I promise you it's beautiful. It's nice weather, nice here in Kentucky. Had a good day today. Had an opportunity to watch my son and his classmates, class of 23. Shout out to everybody in the class of 23. But just had an opportunity to go celebrate my son and enjoy his day where he was celebrating his graduation from high school. So today was a good day for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing. It was a long time coming. But, he's embarked on a new journey now. So now I told him, I said, I appreciate this celebration. I thank you for giving it to me. I said, but in 4 years, I want to do this again. Hear me again. I said, in 4 years, I want to be doing this again. So in 4 years, I want to be congratulating my son from getting his college degree. My son plays basketball, and I enjoy watching him play basketball. But it's not about seeing my son play in the pros, professional and none of that stuff. That's not what it's about. What it's about is to see him be the best version of himself. In order for him to be the best version of himself, I feel like graduating from college can help him continue to be the best version of himself. So I got to enjoy the moment, the small celebration that we had. family, friends, and support. Loved ones who appreciate you and love him was all able to out there supporting his little lady friend, or his girlfriend. I can't call him lady. His girlfriend was out there to support. So I thank every last one of those people who came out, support, took pictures, had a good time, shook hands, gave hugs. I appreciate every last one of you guys for the support. My son should greatly appreciate that, and for the kind words that I've been getting on social media and here, and some of my base dwellers are giving out kind words. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Um, because it is an accomplishment. My son has come a long way. I'm not gonna go into the story about my son too much, but he's come a long way. I'm gonna say that much. He's, they always say the Lord will give you the foresight to see certain things, and He'll allow certain things to happen for reasons. I was a challenging kid. I ain't gonna lie. I was an asshole as a stepson to my stepmother. I was an asshole to my mom and my dad. I was an asshole. I was bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I took a lot of ass whoopings because I was bad. So I think back and like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. This shit karma gonna get me. So it got me. Now, fortunate for me, he was nowhere near where I was. Right. Fortunate for me, he was nowhere near getting uh, shot at, getting into constant fights. Because me and my brother used to go at it all the way up to I was 14, he was 13. It's probably the last time we ever had an actual physical fight altercation, right? It was the last time. But with that being said, he wasn't like that. That wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't get locked up, none of this shit, shot at, none of that, right? Yeah. I got in trouble for stealing a video game from Roadrunners. I don't know if a lot of y'all remember. Some of y'all may not be old enough to remember Roadrunner, but yes, I ended up getting. Well, they didn't really lock me up. We gave them the video game back. They told us to down to the police station, and then they called our parents to come get us. And our result of our heinous crime was doing 50 hours of community service. So I had to do 50 hours of community service. So I spent my community service time uh, cleaning up a graveyard, cutting the grass, weed eating, mowing and trimming and all that good stuff at a graveyard and at a church. So that's where I spent my 50 hours of community service time at, doing that. Because of some dumb shit ass video game that I want to play that I couldn't afford. And no, we didn't have no video card. That's what they used to do back in the days for y'all young cats. I didn't have it. So fortunate for him, we never had to deal with nothing like that. It's just his behavior. He talked too goddamn much, and he got in trouble constantly because he talked too much. Outbursts when he was a kid. So, that was his thing. And I knew. I said, man, yeah, that's just the Lord let me know. Hey, you messed up, so it's coming back on your ass. But like I said, fortunate for him, he wasn't nowhere near what I was. His morally talk a lot, disruptive, you know what I'm saying, and all that good shit right there. So, but again, congratulations to the class of 2023 and anybody who has a high school senior who graduated these past couple weeks. Congratulations to you parents. I know y'all did the great job. Y'all got y'all kids through that point, and I'm sure y'all gonna help them get further along as they become young adults. So congratulations to every parent that has helped their kid get to this point of graduation. So congratulations, you guys. With that being said, let's get on to some sports, man. So right now we got a whole lot going on. I ain't gonna lie, we got a whole lot going on, right? Whole lot going on. So we had a playoff game yesterday, right? We had a playoff game yesterday, um, and I won't say it was an exciting game. It was a good game. I'm glad that the Miami Heat won because you don't want it to be a sweep, right? You don't want it to be that type of series. You want a good competitive game. Matter of fact, I won't even go to all seven, right? Because we're gonna have a drought as far as sports unless you're into baseball. Uh, Football, they'll be in training camp and all that good stuff. And of course, there's gonna be some dudes out there do the training camp, and we'll talk about some football stuff too. But with that being said, um, it was a good game set. I mean, good game too, man. I'm again, like I said, I'm glad they tied it up. I am, and don't be mad, my brother. Now, let me tell you, my son's caught reason I got gray hair in my beard now. That dude. I'm gonna tell y'all a story about him after we talk about this basketball though. Matter of fact, let's talk about it now. I ain't no need elongating it. We talk about it. Let's talk about it. There was a time when he was in elementary. That's really where he had most of his troubles, right? Elementary and the sixth grade. There was a time I was getting a call every other day from school. Trent's doing that. Well, my son's doing this. My son's doing that. He's doing it. He ain't doing that. He's talking too much. He's acting up. He's not following directions. And I'm up there. I'm doing drive-bys. That's the type of parent I was. I'm doing drive-bys. Even if I don't get a call, I'm doing drive-bys. Just let them know, hey, I'm here. What the hell's going on? Let's get your shit together. Stop all that goddamn talking. Do what you got to do. So that was just really it does. But let me say this. Also, let me take it down. Some of these teachers are not for your kids. Let me say that again for the people in the back that didn't hear me. Some of these teachers are not for your kids. And I'm talking to my brothers and sisters that look like me. Some of these teachers are not for your kids. That means they don't have your kids' best interest at heart. Let me say that again. Some of these teachers do not have your kids' best interest at heart. It's sad. You would never think that. You would think, how could anybody in the world have that type of mindset, demeanor, and attitude? But they do. Again, they do. I'm going to tell you why I know this. Because I was a substitute teacher when I first got out of college. I did it for 5 years. I substitute teacher at the elementary level for 5 years. And it wasn't always fun. It wasn't always exciting. But the thing I got out of it was the influence I was able to have over some of these young black boys. And that's the reason why I really started my mission and what I started doing and encouraging, uplifting, and mentoring young black boys. Because I seen what happened in elementary. And those teachers I'm talking about that's not always for your kids, I seen those teachers. I worked with those teachers. I was co-workers with those teachers. And the teachers, the way they talk about these boys, and y'all know what I'm talking about. They use those code words, what they really want to call you. But they know if they do, it's going to be a problem. So they use them code words. Yeah, he's very aggressive, right? It's one of the code words. Very angry. I was fearful of him. He was out of control. He's a thug. We know what those words mean. And if you don't, well, you better ask somebody. Because those are the words they use to get the ball rolling, to get your son in a situation you don't want your son. They'll get him on paper where he shouldn't have been on paper because he's probably nowhere near those type of words they're using. But those are the type of words they use to get the ball rolling. Yeah, for your son to be removed, not only from the classroom, but from the school, period. So please, I know we always try to give the teachers the benefit of the doubt, and you should, right? But at the same time, do your research. You listen to your child, especially your sons, and hear what they saying to you. You know your kids. You know when your kids being honest and truthful and just being straightforward. But you also know when your child's bullshit you, right? You know that too. So please pay attention to your son. Listen to what they say and follow up. Trust but verify. Please do that. Please do that. So yes, not all these boys are for you, but when he was in elementary, he had a teacher like that would use these certain words. Now, of course, my ex-wife didn't understand that. I knew. And once she started talking like that, yeah, this heifer's crazy. And she's not for him. So I got my son removed from her. Now, it took some time. It took a lot of time, a lot of going back up her. Let me tell you another thing. I was at practice, like I said, I told you I do drive-bys. But it got to the point where they got tired of me coming up there because they felt like I was checking in on a teacher. You goddamn right I'm checking in on your funky ass. Because I don't trust your ass with my son. I don't think you have his I don't think you have his intentions. I don't think you have good intentions. I don't think you have his best interest at heart. I don't. I could tell it by the way the words you use and when you describe and act like my son. When I'm on the phone calling and trying to figure out what's going on. What's the deal? Why is this going on? Why is he upset? Why is he so angry? Because you was poking at him, you was pushing him, and you do little things and certain things to get at people's kids. I seen it happen. I watched it. I witnessed it. I reported the teacher for doing that shit. So y'all won't call me a snitch? Fuck it. Call me a snitch. But I bet you that boy's parents will thank me for doing that. Because it's not right. It's not right, and that's not how it should go. So again, I'm checking up on my son, making sure everything's good to the point. Like I said, they stopped me from coming up there. I was doing everything what I'm supposed to do. I go to the office. Well, first of all, I go up at the they got a little camera at the buzz. They have to buzz me in. They buzz me in. I show them my ID. They buzz me in. I go to the office. I sign in under visitor. Why am I here? Look in on my son. And I tell them all that. Why? Because I already know. I worked in school. I know the rules. So they tried, assistant principal. She might be the head of I don't know which one she was. I can't remember. But she tried to tell me, well, Miss Hinkle, Miss Hink, we can't have you come in here no more because the teacher feels like you're checking in on him. I said, I'm not checking in on the teacher. I'm checking in on my son. My son's a priority. I don't give a damn about nobody else in that classroom but one person, that young man right there. That's all I care about. I don't care about none of these other kids. I'm not here for them. I can give a damn about that teacher. I'm here for my son, and that's the only person I'm worried about. So are you telling me I can't come checking in on my son? Is that what you're telling me? So I need to hear them words from that heifer. I need to hear them words. Because as soon as she said them words, I was going to take her ass to the board. She said the words, I called in on her. You damn right. I said I called in on the teacher as well as, again, I think it was assistant principal. I don't think it was the head principal. It was assistant principal. I called in on her. You got to be an advocate for your kids. Again, I'm talking about these young black people, especially because they try to put your child, your sons, in a certain category with the words they use. So if you have a phone call and they use them certain words, you better look into that. If they write a report about your son, you better look into that. Because they try to screw your child. Let me tell you that right now. They're trying to screw your child. Now, I know I'm going off on a tangent. I really didn't want to. But, man, this is passionate. This is on my heart. So it has to be shared, right? It has to be shared. So I'm sharing it. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'm going to get to the sports. I promise you I am. But this is on my heart, and I have to share it, and it needs to be shared. Because I'm not the only parent that's probably dealing with this. I'm not the only parent that's probably going to be suffering through this. But I want to be the last person to have to continue to go through this. I want to let this message be known so y'all can share with your families and friends and loved ones, your neighbors, your sons, your nephews, your cousins. Please make sure you pay attention to what's going on, especially your sons at school. Because again, not all these teachers got your child good at heart. So we're finished saying that, man. I checked in on, I did a drive-by. But you know something? Whenever they would pull my son out of class, there was a one black teacher they would send her to another class. Every time he go to her, she wouldn't have a problem at that boy. I wouldn't get a call all week. It was like the heavens was opened up. Like, God damn. I would see that phone number and I would just shake my head. It was so bad. I told my ex-wife, I said, you stop accepting the calls, forward all the calls to me. Don't call. I told him, don't call her no more. I don't care what it is. You call me. Because he was stressing her out. She's like, this is my baby. I know he's not. So as a man, that's what I have to do. That's what I'm supposed to. I had to take that burden off of her. There's no way I would put that burden on her to have to handle that stress of dealing with these phone calls. Forward all calls to me. I'm going to say it again. These teachers, some of these teachers do not have your son's best interest at heart. So again, when I did my due diligence, watched around, investigate, asked questions, I said, well, hold on, man. Why is every time my son's with this teacher, I don't get a call? But every time he with this white woman, I get a phone call. She upset. She mad. Saying these words about my son. What words you talking about? Man, yeah. I said, no problem. Hold on. I got them in my phone. I took notes. These are words I heard her how she described my son. I don't know who the hell she thinks she's talking to. That's not my son. He's not none of these things. And I appreciate she refrained from saying that about him. So again, I reported her. You damn right I snitched on her ass. She can kiss my ass. I'd do it again today if I have to. I reported her and her assistant principal because they seemed like they was in cahoots. We're not doing this, not my son. I can't worry about the other boys and girls and kids. I'm worried about that boy right there. But at the same time, when I was doing that, I was helping every other black boy that was in their class that had to deal with them. So I did them a solid. Them parents, if they only knew. Again, some of these teachers do not have your son's best interest at heart. I promise you they don't. So again, please look into that. If your son is complaining about teachers being, hey, again, you know your kids, but please do the research. Now, eliminate. If he's bullshitting and just saying that shit, eliminate. Say, hey, I took care of it. I'll talk to him, had a conversation. I'm hearing this and this. It's worth a lot, big dog. I got over 300 Funko Pops and over 100 action figures. It's worth a lot. I'm gonna do a video one day, man, on documenting my pops. I'm gonna do that. So, and definitely put it on my channel, and y'all can definitely check it out. So I will do that. I'm not gonna talk about the value. You can do the research, but I will do a video on it. What's good, John the Baptist? What's up, my man? Facts. And John the Baptist, this is supposed to be a sports talk, man, but brother, man, it's. I want to see us young black men win, man. I want to see the OGs win. I want to see the middle-aged men win. I want to see the elder black men. I want to see black men win. And when I see and witness and experience some shit like that, they're not trying to help us win. They're trying to tear us down. But again, that's a whole different story. That's a whole different story. We can talk about that. Guys, I did drop the link in the chat I did drop the link in the chat. So y'all more than welcome to come up. When we're gonna talk about these sports, we definitely gonna talk about sports. We're gonna not talk about my crazy ass issues I had to deal with my crazy son. I love him to death, but that boy crazy. But I reported that teacher. They got her they got her removed. Well, not I ain't gonna say they got removed. They moved her to a different school, right? Hey John, if you could show your face real fast in the back, so I know it's you, big bro. I appreciate that. Right on. Uh, got her removed. Welcome to the basement, big brother. It's your first time, right?
Yes, sir. What's going on with you, man?
Ain't nothing happening. Let me wrap up the story. We're gonna get to it, right?
All right.
But guys, I had to get her removed. I had to get her. Well, I had to get him moved out of the class, and the teacher ended up getting moved to a different school. Now, of course, that wasn't to the end of the year, but it got done. And assistant principal, she got dealt with. I don't know what her consequence was, but she got dealt with. That's what they told me. That's all they couldn't give me details. But you have to do that research. Like I said, not every teacher's for your son, especially these black boys. So um, that's it. I don't want to go into more detail. Man, now I might get emotional. Y'all might take advantage of my vulnerability. John the Baptist, welcome to the basement, big brother. I appreciate you coming through, man. How you
Yeah, man.
doing
I
tonight?
decided I'm doing good, man. I've been looking for your channel, man. I've been once. It's kind of hard to don't pop up like everybody else's do. I
Well,
finally got
I'm
up with you though.
I'm a small time guy, baby. I'm not nothing big, a small guy. Just trying to make my way in the world. That's it. That's it. That's all I am.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep.
But since
But
it's the
yeah,
first time, now go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, I like what you're talking about already. I like what you're talking about already though, because in the school system, it's not really cut out for our boys. I had a
Uh,
son that came through the public school system, and he kind of caught some of the same issues, and now. But I started showing my face up there more, and teachers and I talked to the teachers one on one, and they pull back big time. But you showing up, man. That's what you got to do, bro. Just keep showing up.
so that was it, man. It's like you said, showing up, man. But before we go more in detail on, I gotta welcome the new people. When you first to the basement, I gotta let it be known that I gotta ask you the question, man. What is your
Go ahead.
guilty pleasure song, my brother? What is that
About what?
song? Your guilty pleasure song? What is that song you like to rock out to, but you be embarrassed if you knew they listen to it? Your boys be on you like, John, what the hell we listening to, man? Your family be
Ah,
like, what the shit is this? You know what I'm talking about,
ah.
right? Look, I'm gonna give you mine. I try to keep
Okay.
I try to keep a new one. So back in the days, y'all remember the New Kids on the Block?
Yeah. Yeah.
So my guilty pleasure song from New Kids on the Block was "Please Don't Go, Girl."
Okay.
That was my guilty pleasure song. So that they used to give me shit about that. Why you like white boys? That was a good
I don't
song.
even. I don't even know, man, 'cause I don't really listen to music like that. So if I had some that people probably think I would listen to, though, I do listen to a lot of at one time. Shit, I don't know, but that don't even fly. I don't think that'll fly right now. So let me see. I don't know, man. You caught me on that one. You caught me on that one.
Well, look at it. You think about it. I'm gonna come back to you later on in the show. We're gonna refresh your mind about
Yeah,
see what you
yeah.
come up with. But did you watch that game yesterday?
No, but I saved it up. I can watch it later. But
Okay,
I've been
okay,
I'm pulling for the Heat though. I am pulling for the Heat. I'm behind the Lakers. I'm a Laker fan, as you
okay.
can see
Well,
behind me. But
well, look, look.
I'm pulling for JB. I'm pulling for Jimmy Butler though.
Unfortunately, it's going to have to be a spoiler because you are on the sports show, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, nah, you good, man. Hey, I watch enough basketball to keep up with you.
I know that's right. So yesterday's game, man, and I was sharing earlier how I don't want to be a sweep, and that's what a lot of people you was hearing people say it's going to be a sweep. They going to Denver does just going to overpower them. They play a game 7 with the Celtics. They probably tired, worn out, and it kind of showed that first game, right? I mean, it showed
It did. It
how
did.
heavy their legs was and the atmosphere. I never been to Denver, but you hear about the stories about how it's hard to breathe, how it's hard to take in the air up, or how if you try to participate in sports, man, it's like, man, it's like you're so short of breath and you ain't really did anything but warm up. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of show.
I think
A lot of how they do. I ain't gonna lie.
I think what I saw against Denver's well balanced, right? I mean, they catch you
Yeah,
from anywhere, and so it's kind of hard to zero in on one person because even if you try to double up on Joke, you still gonna get ate up on the outside. What I like about this series too is that I think Miami's just as balanced too, and they kind of balance with no name superstars, like no name hustle players I met. So therefore, it's gonna make it's like they trying to figure them out just as well as they trying to figure everybody else out. Like they trying to figure out Denver.
yeah.
And so I think I think that's how they stole that one game because we don't know these guys. Not like we know Denver. Yeah, so it's gonna be an interesting series. I don't think Miami gonna win, but I'm pulling for Jimmy to pull it out though.
So you got a soft spot for old Jimmy, huh?
Yeah, I do, bro. I like that
Hey,
dude, dog. He got that dog in him, bro.
now hold on. Let me ask you this, John. Is it because of Denver and they beating the Lakers is the reason why you got such a
Nah,
soft spot, or do you truly got a soft spot for my man Jimmy?
Jimmy just got that heart. He just got that dog in him.
Yeah.
It's hard to root against him, man. It's just like you don't see a lot of cats in the NBA right now that play with that kind of raw anger, that raw.
Nah, not that mindset.
Nah,
That's that's that 1987 mindset. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's that
he kind of
mindset of a player back in the 80s.
he got that Russell Westbrook in him a little bit too.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
think he
about
just
that.
wait.
You you
No,
you
go
you
ahead.
insult that man when you say Russell Westbrook. Come on now.
No, Russell got that dog in him though.
Yeah, but Russell's
Russell,
selfish. Jimmy's not selfish. That's
no,
the
no,
difference.
I don't think Russ is selfish. I just think Russ has
What?
it like a. No, I don't think he's selfish.
Okay.
I just think
I'm gonna let you got to explain that to me.
I just think Russ got a Russ will pass that rock. He'll set you up, but I don't think he's as I hate to insult this man like this. I don't think he's as a student of the game as other players are.
Mm, okay.
But as far as like nah, I think Russ. But as far as like individual talent though, I
Hmm.
think Russ play with that same kind of like no, you could take away my Leah, but I ain't gonna let you take it away. I'm just gonna go through you. Uh, I don't know, bro. I don't. I'm not saying that Russ is on the same level as Jimmy, but they both got
Hmm.
that dog in them. I just hate he couldn't work out with the Lakers.
Yeah, he wasn't a good fit for them. I don't
Mm-mm.
understand why they brought him in. To me, it wasn't a good fit. Look, I think the Lakers are still suffering from when they made the mistake of drafting Ball, Lonzo Ball. They should have took De'Aaron Fox. I thought that would have been a better pick for them.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, they made a mistake and took uh
It was
was
Ball.
damn
Yeah. Ball.
yeah Lonzo. Was Lonzo? Was it Lonzo Ball? I think his name is what it is.
Lonzo Ball. Yeah, Lonzo Ball. Yep.
He made a mistake by taking him and his dad and all his antics. And then I think his dad really pushed for it more so than anything. And it never turned out well for him. And I think they've been suffering at that point guard position ever since. They drafted D'Angelo Russell. That didn't work out the first time around, and it's surely
Hmm.
not working the second time around. And so I think they really need a point guard. Now, what I'm hearing, it may be some trade rumors, a sign and trade come about with Kyrie. I don't know if that's a good idea because man, you already low on that, and you need that, and you trading to get Kyrie is not going to help your depth because that means you're going to have to give up something.
Yeah, I don't want to bring Kyrie if we got to trade everybody away. That's kind of what we did last year to get a couple years ago to get Russ in. I ain't trying to go through that again.
No, it's not a good move. But you know something, John, I I know we on the Lakers way too much for a team that's no longer in the playoff, but we're gonna do John a solid and we're gonna talk about it.
Until somebody else come up, I ain't gonna change the conversation.
So you love every bit of black and gold, baby. I got you. I mean, gold and purple.
Yep.
Uh, but let me ask you this though. To me, I'm trying to figure out why did you break up a team from the 2020, the one in the bubble? Because that was a good team, man. I think if you brought those guys back, you probably could have won two in a row. My
Yep.
opinion. Now,
I think.
I know Rajon was kind of on the fence, but he was still willing to play. He just wanted a little bit more money, but he wasn't going to kill you out with the deal that some of these other guys are looking for. And he's a efficient point guard. Dwight Howard would have brought back for a low budget rate. He still wants to play. It's obvious when he's playing overseas with, I think it was China. So it's
Yep.
obvious he
Yep.
still want to play. You could have brought that team back to me with KCP and the other pieces, man, and probably could have won another one instead of blowing it up for just to get Russell Westbrook, and yeah, it just didn't work out the way I think they wanted to.
I think the biggest part about that was you're right. They should have brought Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee back because they wouldn't have cost you with pennies on the dollar to bring them back. Like veteran minimums, whatever the veteran minimum, you can get them. You can get them for that.
Especially for
Uh,
McGee.
yep, yep. And then your boy Rondo. I think to me, I wanted Rondo to come back, but then you can't put a lot of money on Rondo because he was getting older too. And so if you bring him back, you can't bust the budget to keep him.
Yeah,
Because I think he could keep LeBron off the ball, and he's a smart player too. So he would take a lot off of LeBron, and I think and AD plays better. And I think the best thing about keeping him with the AD would play a lot better with him
mhm.
because AD feeds him in the right way he wants the ball at. In that mid range shooting, AD don't like to be in the post. Nothing I don't like about AD, but anyway, that's another subject for another day. But Rondo to me, man, I think that was a big loss. But then when you trade him with KCP, yeah, everything you just said, I just said ditto to him because all those pieces we needed every last one of those pieces because they all play defense too.
Yeah.
Even the one that went to the Wizards,
Who you talking?
uh,
Who?
the light skinned dude, huh?
Kyle Culver? Kyle Kuzma?
Kuzma.
Damn, I thought he
Kuzma.
was a damn weak link of the group, but I got you.
He was a weak. He was weak. He wasn't consistently offense because he couldn't get the ball enough. But on the wing, he was developed as a wing defender.
Mhm.
Active body, young legs, didn't require a lot of money at the time.
Yeah,
You could have got him for little or no money. So we need wing young guys who can play defense because LeBron ain't played a lot of defense now. So
that's true. That's true.
yeah,
Not at 38. You
no,
asking a lot of that brother. You you know what I'm saying? You asking a lot from a man. But I feel like if they brought that team back, man, that team probably could have made a nice little run. At least one more title, I think they could have got out of that team. At least
yeah,
one more good title. And so, you're looking at the legacy of LeBron in a little bit different manner if he had five titles. Um, but with that being said, man, this Denver team, I like it.
hmm
Uh, Jamal Murray really started to show out, man. Uh, Unfortunately, he got hurt, and so he was pretty much out of like a year and a half. You know what I'm
yep,
saying? So he really had to get his feet back up on them. And when they played, I think was it Lakers last year? They played in the playoff against them, and no, I think it was in the
that
wasn't
was
that in
20.
the
That was
bubble?
2020.
Yeah, yeah, that's when they beat him in the bubble. But see, Jamal Murray wasn't there. They was hurt with Jamal Murray wasn't in the bubble with them, man. So, but ever since when he came back, he just been balling, doing his thing. That dude's a shooter. I experienced him at Kentucky,
Yeah,
and that dude could shoot, and he had the green light to go, and he's showing it in the NBA right now. Right now, I think in the playoff he's averaging 30 points.
and then
So
with that, and then they got
you
a,
know,
and then with that Porter kid too, man. It's just like that team that they just fit together like a glove, and then I think the more Yoke shoots, they don't play as good. When he
Mm.
passes, it's like they don't know who to guard.
Hey, dude, that dude is dangerous. He's a 5 spot man. He's a center playing like that, getting triple doubles, man. He's shit. He's got a Hall of Fame career in such a short time already. Really, with the way he's been playing, the way he's been balling. Look here, I know they didn't want to give him a 3-time NBA MVP, but I'd be damned he don't deserve it.
So I'm gonna argue against that one.
Okay, go ahead. That's what we're here for.
As great as I think he is, are you saying that he deserves to be the first time three MVP, first winning 3 times in a row, winning 3 times in a row?
Yes.
You talking about some of the greats who played, and you saying he's the greatest than all them?
I just say he's greater because we know. Look, we know Shaq should have got more MVPs than one. We know Michael Jordan should have got more than more. I think he had 2 regular season MVPs. I think that's what he ended up with.
I think I think Jordan did have 2. I can't
He
don't quote
deserved
me, but
more
I
than
think
that.
he did.
He deserved more than that, and that's a given. Steve Nash shouldn't have got 2.
No,
Steve Nash should have
not
got 1.
not
Shaq
over
should have got
Jordan,
that other one.
not over Jordan, not over Kobe. You know, should have
Well,
got
no,
those.
that wasn't a year. That was the year Shaq should have got it. Remember, he
Yeah, I
beat
know.
Shaq
Yep,
out.
yep,
He
yep,
shouldn't have beat
yep.
Shaq out for that. Shaq should have won every. So that's look, John, man. I know it's hard to believe, but this dude is cold, and he's showing it right now. And I know it's a
He
regular
is.
season. He's a regular season award, but he was doing his thing in the regular season. That's the reason why they got the best record in the NBA.
I just think because of the history of the game, no one's ever gotten 3 in a row. I just think you can't do it. He just can't be the first one to get 3 in a row.
But that's bullshit, John.
Bro, okay,
That's who is tough.
is that BS? You talk about okay. I know
Yes.
Joker's great. Joker's great, but for the history of the game, you didn't get Jordan 3. You didn't get LeBron 3. You didn't get Kobe 3. You didn't get Shaq 3. You didn't give Kareem 3. How do you now just like I don't know, bro. Maybe that's BS. I can't I can't see it. I can't see it.
He may not get 3 in a row, but he's gonna get a third one. He'll get one next year. Now he won't have a 3 in a row, but he'll get one next year. Because the way he's playing,
Yeah.
and if they win that title, and he gonna continue to roll and get better. That dude's tough, man. That
Let me
dude is
look
tough.
this up.
He got 40-some points last night, and they end up losing. Spoiler alert, John. I'm sorry. Miami won.
Oh no, I know. I did check out the
Okay.
score. I know. I
Okay.
know that. 'Cause that's the come I know when he scored 40, they lost. Because whenever they score a lot, they don't look as good when he scores a lot. Um, I'm trying to look
That's
up
not
these
true because
MVPs. I'm trying.
that first game, he scored a lot. He scored
Did
like
he?
30 points. Yeah, he scored
No,
like
that's
30.
saying though. That 30, about that
All right,
30,
when
33
you get to that
range.
40 mark, it's
When we
too
get to that
much.
40, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. But yeah, man, God damn, man, it's hard not to say he got. And I know they gave it to Embiid. Yeah, man. Embiid had a better year last year to me than this year.
I can't trust Embiid because he cannot stay healthy.
And that's his problem. That's always been a problem ever since college. He he played like 4 games in Kansas. Remember, for the first 3 years he didn't play. And I think for 2 years in a row he didn't play at all. I think I recall. But he's always been injury prone, man. And like right now, when you see him take them falls and stuff like that, you just hold your breath and hope he gets up.
Yep, he just cannot stay healthy. So I would never. I don't think he ever win anything because I think it won't be long before he start having a lot of issues with his feet,
Yeah,
or
that's a lot
other injuries.
of problem. So
Because he weighed like 300 pounds, like close to 300.
he's he's a big body. I mean, he's a big body dog. So you action a lot on that body who's barely He's probably had a 40-year-old body at the age of 23. You know, he's taking a lot of hits and bumps and bruises, man. But
And the
again,
boy can,
I,
and the dude can
I,
play.
yeah. But I really feel like they gave him that that MVP because they didn't want to see Jokic get it 3 in a row. So I think that's the only reason why he got that MVP. To me, I really don't think he deserved it over Embiid. I mean, I don't think Jokic. I mean, I don't think Embiid deserves it over Jokic. That's my opinion. I know you think it's bullshit, but
It's hard. I'm not trying to say that Joker is not a great player. I'm not trying to doubt how great he is at all. It's just the history for me, bro. I just
I
can't
got you.
see get
I
three
got you.
the first three peat with him. I can't see it. Like, and not trying to say anything about his greatest. That if we get it with the Lakers, I'd take him any day. I would. I would trade LeBron for
Damn. So thank you, LeBron, for your services, but you got to go.
him.
You gonna give LeBron his walking papers, huh? Hey,
Hey,
but
you
you know
know.
something. Talk about Denver, man. That's funny. Talking about Denver. Now you gotta look at Gordon, man. Remember,
Yeah.
he was in Orlando. He was lost. He was just a
Yep.
dunker. That's
Yep.
all he was when he came in the NBA. That's it. Just a dunker.
Mhm.
Now his game is flourished. He went to Denver, got a little
Yep.
mid-range shot. Hitting more of his free throws.
Yep.
Doing little things, man. He's getting his dunks in. I promise you, he's getting them dunks in. But he's doing other things. Being a hell of a role player. Hey, man, got to give Mike Miller his credit, man. Got to give him his credit. But to me, I said it before and I'll say it again, man. I think Miami has the best coach in basketball right now, currently to this day. And the reason why I said,
You think it's Miami?
yeah, I think he's what's my man uh damn, what's that guy's name? Spolstra. That's it,
Yeah.
Spolstra.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Supposed to.
I was sold in 2020 when they went to the NBA championship with the bubble with that team. They should not have been in an NBA title game, but they was
Mm-mm.
there. They was there, and I was there. I said, "That's it. He's the best. He's the best NBA coach right now with the team he's got. Yeah, he's best." And now he turned around, took it to the NBA final again. What? 2 years later? What? 3 years later? Yeah, that dude's tough, man. You got to give him his props and credit, man. He's a good coach. And it's not like he came from a long line of. No, he was a videographer. He was a film coordinator. But he learned, he listened, he paid attention, and made himself into the coach he is today. Man, you got to give a guy like that credit. He's a
I'm gonna
hell of
give
a
him
good.
credit. I want to throw some salt again right quick. D.
Oh shit, John, you come up here just to fight me.
No, 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 no. I just want to see what you think about this subject.
It's all good,
What do
baby.
you
It's all good.
what do you think about do you think it's Spoelstra or do you think it's Riley? Or do you think it's Riley training Spoelstra?
I mean, it could be, but you got to be open and willing to learn, though.
You
And this
do.
man,
You do.
that's what you call a good coach because he's willing to listen, pay attention, and learn. Not only from his success, his mistakes.
Cause I'm not gonna lie
They
with you. I
easily could have.
mean,
They easily could have folded against Boston, right? Boston
yep.
had them on those because they won 3 in a row on them. We only got one more and it's over. That's what they thinking. But they end up losing the next 3 games. And one of
Yep.
those games was a last second shot that got tipped in. That's a heartbreaker, man. That's a
Yeah.
heartbreaker. So
I,
for him
I,
to get them up enough to end up winning that game 7 and not just barely winning, convincingly winning. They won that game convincingly. Blew them out.
yeah.
They wasn't even a game. That's a hell of a coach to me. But go
I'm
ahead,
gonna tell
brother.
you
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm gonna tell you right now with Tatum and Brown. I didn't think they would go down 3-0. Boston. I didn't think Boston would get down 3-0. I thought this was gonna be Tatum coming out year. But what Miami did to them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't see it. I don't know how that even happened. And then for Boston to lose, I mean to win 3 games to like tie that up. Yeah, I'm not gonna say Spoelstra's not a great coach. I think he is a great coach. I wondered over the years when LeBron was there and when Dwayne Wade was there. LeBron kind of wanted him
Mhm.
gone. I'm not gonna say he wasn't a good coach then. I just wonder was was that more Pat Riley or Spoelstra? But now that everybody's been gone, there's no Dwayne Wade, there's no LeBron James. It's a team full of no name players who actually making names for themselves right now in this playoff run. It's you had to I had to give Spoelstra some credit. Even if it is, even like you say, even if it is Pat Riley, coaching him up to be a good coach, he's learning. He's making necessary judgment, necessary changes to keep the guys in tune. They not quitting on him. And you got that dog like Jimmy Butler, man. I'm like, psh, to be able to manage Jimmy Butler, you see what he did in Minnesota, right?
Mhm.
I mean, you see what he did when he went to Philly.
Well, the Philly thing is interesting because Philly decided to keep Tobias Harris over him, and that was a bad decision.
When he was struggling.
True. That they made a bad investment, though. That's all I'm gonna tell them, and now they are suffering because of it. That's why I think Jimmy Bucks goes hard just to try. He feel like everybody's against him. I hate it when he left Chicago, man. That
You
just
froze
couldn't.
up.
We
You
just
froze
couldn't.
up there for a second.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. We just couldn't afford to keep him, right? So I hate it when he left with the Bulls. But yeah,
Oh,
that
I didn't know you was a Bulls fan.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm a Bulls fan, long
You should have
suffering
kept.
Bulls fan, as you can
You should
see.
have kept that. You should have kept that quiet.
God damn, really, really. See again. I see your agenda, and it's to come up here to fight against him. Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I can accept that. It's all good when brothers come together and don't always agree. We could agree to disagree, right? That's what we do, right? But
Uh,
Jimmy's that dude, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if he take him to win a title. I ain't gonna lie. I don't see it, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if he did.
and that other bottom, I can't say his name. The dude with the center, undersized center. I can't say his name, but that dude right there. I mean, he's to be undersized. He don't stop. He keep competing. I can't pronounce his name. I know you know what I'm talking about though.
Yeah. I
Bam,
know that.
bam, bam, bam out of bam.
Bio.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I mean,
he's tough dude. He's tough dude, man. Tough dude, good player. Um, yeah, look, they got a nice chemistry of one big dog that's leading the whole pack of young and up and coming dogs. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
And they're doing this without Tyler Hero. He still ain't played a game yet, man.
mm-mm.
They cleared him, but he ain't playing. I don't know what they waiting on. I thought they said the NBA Finals. Shh, I don't. I mean, what they waiting on, bro? That's what I'm trying to
I
figure out.
thought
What are they waiting
I
on?
thought his hand. I thought his hand was broke.
What I heard that they supposedly cleared him. They was talking about clearing him through that Boston series, but they trying to hold him
Okay,
back for the NBA Finals. So supposedly he's been cleared, but I ain't seen him in a game yet.
that would open up. That would open up threes for them. They'll spray the court more.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Now Jokic ain't gonna be sitting in that middle and collect rebounds like that no more.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I would like to see how that's going. If he
Well,
does
class
come
said they
back.
said the next game, so I guess game three then supposedly gonna come back. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. I would like to see that too with him because I thought he was gonna be out for the rest of the playoffs.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard he's gonna come back, but it's just a matter of time, I guess. But it is what it is, man. But again, a lot of people thought it was gonna be a sweep. Miami decided, well, we gonna at least go five. You at least gonna go five. So I don't know. Jokic is that YMCA All Star guy. That's what he's built like.
Yeah.
but his number said, "Hey, I'm a Greek goddess out here killing these supposedly in shape, better built guys than me, and jump higher, move fast, and all that. But yet he's out there performing like a superstar, like should an MVP level type player. But you look at him, and be like, who is this dude? He's a YMCA All Star. That's what he looked like.
Yeah, I'm not a real basketball player, but I did play when I was in middle school, a little bit of high, little bit of center ball. I mean, rec league ball, and so I was an athlete more than anything, though. We played against this one team though. They were just straight. They was not athletic at all,
Mm-hmm.
but they knew they was smart. They was intelligent. And they can get that ball
So they
around the
got
court. They can pass that ball around the court so quick, and we couldn't do nothing with them.
they
But
run
that's
that
what
pressure
that's
offense on you.
but that's what Joker's doing right now. Joker is
Exactly.
just like he's just, oh, y'all gonna double team? I see the double team coming. Ball out his hand. I mean,
And
it's
look, he's passing over guys. I mean,
yep.
he making passes like a point guard out there, dog. Dude, 3-time MVP. Y'all cheated, my man. I don't give a damn about y'all. That man came from a war-torn country. He know about survival. Y'all not gonna keep taking shit from my man.
And he
Jokers.
think to add to your argument though, reason why you probably should have got it is Magic was a point guard, a big point guard bringing the ball down, but he was bringing the ball down.
Mm-hmm.
Joke is not even bringing the ball down majority of the time. I'm gonna say majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's controlling it from the post.
Orchestrating.
I'm like,
He playing
you talking
music
about
out that beast, boy.
you talking about one of the best passing big men that I probably. Shaq was great at passing, but he is not this great. He ain't even close to this level. I don't think now that I'm about to win you. I'm about to make your argument
Come
for
on
you,
to
I
the
guess.
dark side, baby. John, come on to the dark side. Come on to
I'm
the
trying to
dark.
I'm trying to think about the best passer centers, big men, and I don't think any of them come to his level.
No, no, not. Hey, John, not at all. Not at all, man. I mean, dude's tough, man. I know
I
somebody like,
see.
oh, this white boy. Look, this white boy tough, man. He different.
I seen Kareem play, and I seen Kareem make passes, but Kareem was he was not getting double digit assists. Shaq wasn't. I'm trying to think who Akeem Olajuwon. He wasn't. Nobody.
You got to compare him to guards. You got
I'm
to
trying
compare
to
him to
think.
point guards at that. He's just point guards. He's getting his triple double off of 10 assists, not 10 blocks.
Yeah, yeah.
That's unheard of,
Assists,
man.
assists, points, and rebounds.
Dude, that dude's tough, man. That dude is tough. Hey, he's a hard guard because he could kill you from the outside or the end. It doesn't matter. He out there knocking down threes, John.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. With that overseas basketball when it first started coming to the NBA, I did not like it at all. When Dirk started coming to the league, so I didn't like big men shooting. But the game adapted is what it is. And when you start watching how well Dirk can shoot, like Dirk shoot that ball, you have to now. And the game had to evolve into that. And so what Joker is doing right now, that's scary, bro.
My man Tap said he's passing out there like a small forward. No, he's passing better than a small forward. You got to go down to a point guard the way he's out there passing. John Stockton would be proud of this man's passing. Magic Johnson is proud of this man's passing.
I'm gonna
So
tell you
hey,
what he.
tough, man.
I'm gonna tell you what he is. He's a better version of LeBron James.
Mm.
Cause we thought LeBron was special with he never really averaged triple doubles, but he flirted with it all his career. We know he could
Mm.
have done it, but as far as it's like actually putting these numbers up, I don't think too many we can stop him. I don't think he's better than LeBron James at LeBron James' peak, but what he's doing right now is special.
As my man says, an African. Oh, he says an African boy, taller than Shaq, about 10 inches. God damn! I mean, he's damn near 8 foot, ain't he?
Yeah, cause
Shaq, what
Shaq
about
was set
7'1", 7'2"?
7'2", 7'2".
Yeah, that means he's about 8 foot. Damn near. God damn!
And they say
I don't know.
he won't come to the NBA.
Yeah, I like to see it. Damn, I like to see that.
What you think about that kid, that Winky, whatever that kid is, that tall kid coming out, 7'5"?
Hey, what the film that I seen on him, man? He's a nightmare. Jesus Christ, boy! You talking about the league's getting bigger, stronger, faster? Yeah, and more skill. But let me do this real fast. I got to do this. Funko Pop of the week is the Predator. John, you ever seen the Predator? You ever watch your movies? The Predator. Remember the original one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and
I
what's it
wasn't big
called?
into the Predator.
Huh?
I wasn't big into the Predator.
You wasn't?
No.
Man, that was one of my favorite movies, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was one of my favorite movies, and I love the whole concept and the story behind it. But I ain't gonna go too in detail on it. But that was like one of my favorite movies. So I got like 3 of the action figures of Predators, and of course my Funko Pop. I mean my album of the week is Sade.
Okay.
Boy, look here. Let me tell you a story about this, John. Let me tell you this. I used to can't stand Sade because every time I hear Saturday mornings, my mama's made us getting up and clean up the house, listen to some Sade. So that would just piss me off. So for probably I got into my late 30s before I even started listening to Sade again. But then there was that level of appreciation when I did her because her voice is so beautiful and she has the body and look to match.
Yep.
Well, that chick is tough. I don't know if you like Sade. I love her.
Yeah, I like Sade a lot. Yeah, I like her a lot.
Oh, don't tell on yourself, John. Don't tell on yourself, John.
I'm talking about the music.
John, the way they look on your face like you about to go into heated mode when you said I'm not gonna lie. I got to say, John, I got to
be careful.
I say you recommend you go to confessions if you about to get like that.
You gotta be careful on YouTube, but y'all pick up on anything, bro. Not what that was.
I know that's right, man. Hey.
But as far as singing, she got a voice, bro.
Still,
can sing.
And I remember taking my mom to a Sade concert. That was my birthday present to her. She was 50. Her 50th birthday. Took her to a Sade concert in Cincinnati. So we had a great time, man. She enjoyed herself, went out to eat, and went to see Sade. So she loved that. So that was my gift to her. Matter of fact, I think it's probably the first time I ever bought a real gift. You know, them other ones you make shit up in school like that. But that's probably my first real gift. I used some of my scholarship money to pay for the ticket. But guess what? She enjoyed it. We had a good time. We had fun. And that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters.
That's all that matters right there.
That was good shit. So Sade, album of the week, y'all. Hey, well, if y'all get an opportunity, get your iTunes account, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever stream service you choose to use, or you matter of fact, YouTube or video, you're gonna get a good soulful music, boy. You're gonna be just relaxing and just chilling. Sip on a drink if that's what you're into, or smoke on a cigar, whatever it is. But just sit back and relax and listen to her voice just take you away. I promise you, you'll thank me later. You'll thank me later. But man, I got to talk about the elephant in the room, and that is my man Ja Morant. Ja Morant is a Murray State alum like myself, and my other people in the chat who are Murray State alums, and it kind of hurts my heart to see what's going on with this young man. Right, I had a lot of high expectations for him because he's a hell of a player. Right, he's a
Hmm.
hell of a player. He's sometimes he writes a check his ass can't cash. I don't agree with that, but it doesn't got anything to do with his performance because he's going to give you a show. He's going to sell tickets, right?
Yeah.
But but what's about to go down now, man? Now they talk about they got more evidence of more wrongdoing in the video, on video, I guess, right?
The last video that came out or another video?
The last video came out. I'm sorry,
Okay.
and so you know, sounds like the way the listen to the commission. I'm gonna play this little clip so we can all hear it, but I'm gonna play it, then we can talk more about it. Here it is.
Adam, there's another investigation involving Ja Morant, and can you update us on where you are on the timeline, when you expect it to end? And since there seems to be not a lot of precedent for this situation, how do you assess what kind of punishment to deliver, if indeed there is a punishment here?
So in assessing what discipline is appropriate, if that's the case, we look at both the history of prior acts, but then we look at the individual player's history as well. And so and the seriousness, of course, of the conduct. So those are all things that get factored. It's not an exact science. It comes down to judgment at the end of the day on the part of me and my colleagues in the league office. In terms of the timing,
Yeah, Tampa. I definitely agree. They're gonna keep finding stuff. Yes, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Damn. Um, John, this is sad. I hate to hear about this, to see this, because let me say the story. I told the story before, but my son had the opportunity to go down there to a basketball. They had a invitational slash camp, I guess, and it was a 2 day. We got to spend a night, stay down there overnight, and they actually all the kids got to meet Ja Morant. Now, this was before he got drafted. This was his last year at Murray State, and he was getting
Hmm.
ready for the NBA draft and all of that. Matter of fact, I don't know. I want to say it's probably like a week before the actual draft. He maybe 2 weeks because it was in the month of June, and I know it was right around my birthday. So I think it was about a week, maybe 2 weeks before the draft. So he was down there. He was talking to the kids, taking pictures with the kids, signing autographs, coaching some of the kids up. You know what I'm saying? It was really
Yeah.
encouraging. And one of the things he's talking about, surrounding yourself with good people, with a good circle of people and a good circle of friends. So seeing that and what he done with his kids and how much he loved and showed some appreciation and respect for his alma mater and for them kids, man, it was touching, and that made me even more so big of a fan of him because that happened. Now we got 3 years down the road. It's like, damn, John, dog, this same message you was telling these kids, you should have been listening to. You should have been listening, preaching, acting on what you was preaching. Instead, you doing the opposite. So what I'm hearing now is that one of his friends that supposedly put that stuff on camera, he disassociated himself with him. I bet you did. You pretty much have no choice. So what's your take on it, John? I don't want to hog the
No,
spotlight,
no,
but what's your take on it, bro?
no. So to me, this is bigger than basketball, right? I'm not even looking at this as basketball. Now we're talking about a young man's life and decision making. And one thing I never do. Well, I'm not gonna say never. One thing I try not to do is I don't care how much money these young men make. They still young men,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and no, not making excuses for them. But the difference between me and him at well, I think he's 24, 25.
Yeah,
I don't even think he's 25. I think he's 23, 24, somewhere in that area. The difference between him and me is that he's grown up in the spotlight. When I did my dumb stuff, I wasn't on TV nowhere. No one knew who I was when I did my dumb stuff. And we didn't have Facebook or Instagram, whatever they're using to put stuff out there. So that's the difference between
true.
me and him. So I try to look at this like when I was a kid, like, hey, what did I do at his age? What would I be embarrassed about right about back then? And so that's why I say it's bigger than basketball. So when I look at this, I'm like, nah, just cause you give these kids millions and millions of dollars, don't mean they're gonna make decisions like older men will.
Yeah,
It take life experiences, it takes successes and failures for a young man to develop who he's gonna be and the characters and the principles that he's gonna use to carry throughout his life. So we're expecting this guy to come out at 23, 24 years old,
yeah. He's
not making
23.
mistakes, but 20,
He's
20 what?
23. He's 23. He'll
23.
be 24 in August, August the 10th.
So we're expecting this guy to be perfect, no mistakes in the public limelight. You're gonna get some stuff wrong at 23.
Hmm.
Now, I'm not trying to ridicule his dad, but I wish his dad would be a dad right now than more of a fan. I think his dad is too much on the limelight of this thing because I see him in too many basketball games and the middle stuff that his son is into. It's like he's. I'm not doubting that he loves his son at all. I'm not even doubting none of that. But I think at some point, when do we become dads? When do we become fans? Because when you be proud of your son, mate, I'm not. I think you do have a son that plays sports, right? Like sports. I think you
Yeah,
mentioned it a couple
yeah. He
times.
plays basketball. Hmm.
So, if your son made to the league, I know you'd be excited.
Oh,
But
for
then,
sure, for sure.
but what point you start being a dad or be a fan? And that's the balance.
You never stop being a fan. I don't know who ever said that was the case, but you never stop.
And that's what I would think.
Yeah,
So I think, especially being 23 years old, he needs you now. He needs you more now than he ever did because there's more coming at him now.
now
And
I think being a father, your role will change. As a father, your role will change. You're not going to be, telling him what to do. You're going to be coaching him up pretty much. To me,
yeah, yeah,
when he's that age, you're going to be coaching him up. Really, to me, at the age of 16, to the end of his life, you're going to be coaching him up. You're not going to be parenting him because by then he should know
this
between
is what I this is
birth
what I
and
say to that.
you should
This is what
know,
this is what I say
right?
that though. This is what I say to that. I don't think they. You can't say that they know yet at 23, 24.
Well, I'm talking about like as far as right and wrong. You
Okay,
have the basics. Yeah, you have the basics. You can establish, oh, that it'd be wrong if I was to do something like it. It'd be wrong if I was to go in there and steal a piece of candy, or go in there and rob a bank, or hold a gun, or take somebody's life. That's wrong, right? You know the basics. Now, I'm saying you know everything, but you at least know the basics, right, between what's right and what's wrong. Uh, but that's when that coaching comes along. So in case of them in between details where you have to deal with something you know is borderline right or wrong, uh, taking advantage of a woman if she's under the influence of alcohol when you're in college, don't do that. Well, she act like she wanted to give it to me. I don't care because there's a sticky line right there, young blood. There's a sticky line where if she was to say, you know, he took advantage of me because I was drunk, that's a problem. Yeah, we can't do that. So you got to continue to coach your son up. I think from here to infinity until you're gone.
yeah, most definitely.
And even when
I
you
got
even when you're gone, you can still be coaching your son up because he's gonna think about the message that you put into his mind, the teachings that you impress upon your son. So you're gonna forever be a father who's always coaching and teaching and educating and being a parent. You're always your job will never stop. It's never an end date. My son graduated from high school today. It doesn't stop for me. I'm gonna still do what I need to do
congratulations.
as a father. Thank you, sir. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off,
No,
man. I
no,
know you.
no, no. You good? You good. Yeah, I
Uh,
actually had. So I think I was like. So my son is 26 now.
mhm.
Um, and it was up maybe to about a year ago. I say about 2 years ago. Nah, you're right. We still imparting wisdom into his life. Even right today, I still, he don't need me as much as he did when he was in his with teens and 20s. I mean, early 20s. But even as a 26-year-old man, it's like sometimes we get on the phone and talk. He say, "Dad, what you think about this? You think about that?" I give my advice, how positive, negative, and you make your own decision. But when he was in college, oh my goodness, he made some stuff I wouldn't have done. But he's 21. He's 19, 20, 21. Of course, he's gonna make some dumb decisions. He's never been on his own before.
Mhm.
And so that's why I'm looking. That's how I'm looking at this. That's how I'm looking at Ja Morant. He's
Mhm.
making a lot. He's making a lot of bad choices right now. He may mess up his money, depending on I don't know how much they got on him right now. But hey, man, if he fumbled this bag, that would be a wake up call.
Yeah, then then you're gonna be the story that the guy that never the guy that never was, or I wish a guy who could have but never did because bad decisions, bad choices. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be in the rec league talking about, yeah, I used to play in the league for a couple years. What happened, man? Yeah, man, I got caught up with my boys and all that, and got caught on social media, and that's why I'm here. No, man, no. Look, I teach my son all the time. I said, there's nothing wrong with you making mistakes. Nothing wrong. I said those are some of your best lessons. As long as it doesn't cost you your life or your freedom, you got a
Yep,
chance
yep.
on making up, redeeming yourself, or getting back. As long as it doesn't cost you your life or your freedom, you got a chance to make up for that mistake. You got a chance to correct that mistake. You got a chance of living up to what you were supposed to before the mistake. So I encourage these young bloods, man, to take some L's. You're going to. It's inevitable, regardless. Like you said, 21 on a college campus, you still young minded. You still don't know it all. And your parents could be right there for you, telling you everything the right thing to do, but you're gonna do your
Hmm.
own thing because you think
Yep.
I'm grown. I know what I'm doing. You really don't. The words, I heard the words. Yeah, you don't know what it really means. You really don't know what I mean. So
The way
I just think
you
if
you could
no
teach
wait,
your
wait.
you could teach your sons anything you want to teach them, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what they got until they actually go out there and live it.
Man, look, John, you preaching. I don't think you just pray for when them scenarios come up that he remembers what I taught you. Are you going to act on them? That's all you can pray for and hope that he lives up to the teachings and learns from the teachings that you taught him, and he make the right decision, and not a decision that's going to cost him his life or the freedom. That's all you can hope and pray for, man.
So it's a couple aspects I want to talk about there. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
one thing I think about is that if his talent level is so great right now, right? His talent gonna carry him a long way. It's gonna overlook a lot of stuff he's going through right now.
Yeah,
I don't, from what I'm hearing, unless something else came out, I don't think it's anything major other than just brandishing a gun, right? Just showing a gun. So
I
my
don't know that.
question, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think some stuff could leak out, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But the
So
way listen to that video, he said they found more evidence, so it sounds like there's something else. They just ain't
yeah.
releasing.
So let's just say it right now, right? Let's just say it's just he banished the gun on whatever social media site they was on.
Mhm.
Is it something you should probably do? No. Is it illegal? It's not illegal. He wasn't. I don't think the season was over. This what the second video was. The season was over. The first one, I think he was still in the season. They're trying to debate did he carry on the team playing all this other stuff. If it's on the team playing, then he has less ground. He has less ground to stand on because the NBA says you cannot have firearms on the team facilities. That includes planes anywhere else. So, but the second one was I don't see this second one as the same as the first one. If it was just in a car with friends on Instagram and it wasn't around NBA facilities, unless they got something in this contract, which I don't know if they do or don't, unless they got something in this contract that says you can't carry a gun anywhere in public, I have no problem with the issue really, because I see members of the NRA who do the same thing he does. Because according to our rights in America, we have a right to carry, and I see members of the NRA who do the same thing. They get on these videos and they actually get on these videos and show people how to shoot. So I mean, other than that, I mean, it's like unless he did something that's just horribly wrong, I think his talent level is so high that he probably that he'll get over this situation. Because I don't think this situation is major. But now what you're saying is, if they got something else that's coming out, I need to know what is coming out, what's going to be, because this could be something. If this can be something that can hurt him, I hope it's not. But we don't know till it comes out.
You know something? The only bad thing about it, now, of course, he didn't break the law because he's allowed to have a gun. He's at that right. But less than 2 months ago, you just had a conversation with the commissioner talking about you're not going to do this again. This won't be a problem. And you turn around and this footage come out, man. That's not smart. That's not smart at all. And so that's why I don't think he took his 8-game suspension serious. It's obvious he didn't take it serious because he was supposed to be in some type of anger management or counseling, and he left that early. He didn't even complete it. So he took it as a joke, and I think he really doesn't. He's not taking it serious. Not like he should. Now, maybe the second time around, that he got caught and got him done. Maybe it's because right now he's not doing anything on social media. I follow him, and he's not doing anything on social media. Zero dark dirty right now, John. That's how he's moving. But that's how he should have been moving ever since he got caught up the first time. But sometimes you gotta get smacked in the hand a couple times. It takes more than one smack on the hand sometimes to learn your lessons. And so to me, I think a fair amount of games, because they're gonna suspend him. It's only right now he's definitely suspended through the Grizzlies. But as far as the official NBA, I think at least minimum, John, of 42 games. Matter of fact, go even further than that. Go all the way to the NBA All-Star game. He come back after All-Star break. That's just my opinion.
That's about 40 games. I think it's about 40. No, it's about 60. That's 60.
Yeah,
That's about 60.
yeah.
That's about 60.
Yeah, they usually only have about 25 games after that.
Yeah.
But I think they should go to the NBA All-Star game. And again, not allowed to work out the facilities, not in order to practice, none of the activities, can't be at none of the games, home or away, doesn't matter. No NBA activities for you. So if you want to work out, you got to go get you a spot at a gym, somebody's gym, or do all that on your own dime.
So let me ask you a question then. Do you think that we should treat 23-year-old men like we treat 35-year-old men? And I use
Should we?
23-year-old. Yeah.
No. But we know that's not the case, though, John.
So okay, go ahead, explain.
I say no because we shouldn't, because we know they just not there. And then you talk about a player who's been coddled 90% of his life. He doesn't know what the word no means. He's always been used to getting what he wants, anytime he wants, wherever he wants it. And now all of a sudden he's hitting this word no. And now he's being punished for consequences he's probably used to getting away with, or somebody writing it off, or covering up, or pushing it out the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I have heard he got in trouble down at Murray. Now, back in my time when I was down there, Murray was a dry county. Not recently he went semi-wet, so he was they served alcohol, and he got a little belligerent in the restaurant because he couldn't get a drink.
Mm.
He wasn't old enough, but he still wanted to drink because of. He said, he dropped his name. You know who I am, and so as far as you talking about, should he deserve to get the same punishment? I don't think he should. I don't think, but we know society is going to judge you accordingly.
So the reason I asked that question, I guess I wasn't thinking of punishment. I was just thinking like I don't. I probably should. I think the expectation of a 23-year-old shouldn't be there. That what I would have for a man 35, 40, whatever. Um, but now next question I want to ask you then, because I'm thinking about this too. He didn't finish his first treatment, right? He left that facility soon. Um, my question is, you got a young man who I'm sure the organization knows the stuff that he does. They invest a lot of money into these players. You know they are watching these players and they know what's going on. My
John,
question is, go
let
ahead.
me tell some of your. They hire former FBI agents to work for the NBA when they do the investigations. They don't play around, man. Former FBI and CIA employees to conduct their investigation. So I'm just gonna put that in here. So but go ahead and finish your comment, bro.
So with that being said, you know what this man is doing in his private time. Why would you let him come back early just because you're in the playoffs?
The almighty dollar, baby. The almighty dollar. John, that man's shoes sold out. Even after the first time with that bullshit, the interaction with that little boy at the Foot Locker and his
Yeah,
mother and his sister at the volleyball game,
yeah.
his shoes sold out, John. Where the fuck is our standards? So, excuse my language. Where
You
the
good?
hell is our standards? Because that should have been said, no, I will not support this bullshit that he's doing. This is not a good guy. He is not a good influence on my son. So there's no way I will buy my son these shoes and knowing these activities are going on, and I don't condone it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that's not the case with us. We love the fuckery.
The money. Yeah, I really believe like the NBA should have stuck. The NBA should have drove down hard. Don't They should left it up to Memphis.
I agree.
The NBA should have jumped on that the first time, and then whatever they said, they should have held it up. Don't let him come back. If he left the facility, if he left the place where he got help from, you can leave, but you're still not playing.
Not until you complete the all the requirements it is to come back. Yeah, you're right.
But like you said, that money.
But now, with that being said, now the NBA got egg on their face. Because first of all, this dude didn't complete the course, only got 8 game suspension, and now he came back and shit on you and did damn near the same thing what he did before. That he probably made every promise in the book. You know how it is. Man, I got drunk. Oh Lord, I'll never drink again. Just give me man, just get me over this sickness. I'll never drink again. How many times we've seen and heard that before? All the time. Same thing with him. He probably prayed and cried, oh Lord, I would never do this again. I'll never get into myself in trouble. I'm gonna stay away from it and turn around and do it again.
I don't trust 20-year-old dudes. I'm sorry, bro. It's not. It's not. I don't think. I don't think they're terrible people. I just that they. You got to get the room.
You're right.
I I
And,
can't
and
trust
look,
you.
I agree. I agree. But you know what they're gonna look at? They're gonna look at the LeBrons of the world, straight out of high school, came in and
Yeah,
did what he
yeah.
needed to do. They're gonna look at some of these other superstars that came from overseas, did what they needed to do, didn't have no issue, no problems, or very minimal problems. So They gonna look at those dudes like, okay, well, I can't. But again, part of his problem is the circle of people he's around. They judge you by the company you keep. Right? That's the old saying I used to hear from my great grandfather, Lord rest his soul. That's a saying he used to tell me. They judge a man by the company he keeps. So if you around a bunch of sketchy dudes, guess what? More than likely, you're gonna act and carry on and behave just like those sketchy dudes. So you think you try to fit in, supposedly claiming yourself as a gang. You're not a gang banger, man. That ain't you, man. But you just so enamored by that lifestyle that you want to walk, talk, and act and live like that. Dude, I bet some gangbangers out there wish they could have your life. They'll trade you any day for what they got to do compared to what you doing. Why you want to glorify this bullshit, man? It's nothing that should be glorified. It should be looked down upon.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. It's like we got that hood mentality when we finally when we get that money. Uh, what's that old saying? They say you can take the boy out the country, but you can't take the country out the boy. Or the
Mm-hmm.
hood mentality.
Yeah.
It all applies. Like it's. But the sad part about that, now I thought about that, his parents didn't raise him like that though. From what I heard, I
No.
don't know him personally. I don't know him personally. So like he shouldn't have this hood life in him no way. Where did you pick this up at? I'm like your dad, like for I don't like. I think his dad played college ball. Or I've heard some
Played
semi-pro
in
ball or
NBA.
something.
No, he
NBA,
played in
okay,
NBA. Yeah, he played in
NBA.
NBA. He was hurt. He got hurt, injured, and ended up not playing no more. But yeah, he played a few years in NBA. Yeah.
So I'm assuming I'm not. I don't know anything about them personally. He probably didn't. He probably didn't live an average life growing up.
No. Most of his life he was raised in a two-parent home. Most of his life. There was a time when him and the mother got divorced, and then that's when it went awry. His mother is the problem, really. I know, like, he ain't talking about black women. His mother's the one that called him from Foot Locker. I don't know if you heard this story or not, John, but
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that story. Yeah, well, go ahead.
called him from Foot Locker and complained about these. They won't go back and get the shoes or something. There's a problem. They don't have the size, and I think they lying. Man, if you think it's a problem, why don't you talk to the manager? You gonna call your son on a 17-year-old kid who's just sitting there trying to make it? Man, that's not good. But it's just how toxic she is. Another thing she did, she called when at the volleyball game, talking about they booing her sister, yelling at her, obscene things and all that. Well, man, I don't think you understand it. No, that's what happens at those games. They say stupid shit to try to get in your head. I teach my son to cipher out the bullshit, focus on the goal. Don't worry about what people are saying. It's gonna get worse every level you go up. So now you about to go play college ball. You think it's gonna get any easier?
Not.
These kids are smart. They do research on you and they gonna find your weaknesses and they gonna point it out. I got some buddies fans like that. I can't stand. I said, dude, y'all got some assholes. I'm glad you're a fan of my team. I would hate to be the opposite opposing fan the way y'all act and talk and carry on, do all this bullshit. So that's gonna happen. But you bring your son in on this to beat up this shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not what a parent should be doing. If you know your son's a hothead, supposed hothead, and he got a bunch of hothead friends, why would you call him for something like that? Because you mad, you feel like they was holding these shoes back on you. No, talk to the manager, file a complaint against the young man, and keep it moving. As a matter of fact, I can even call corporate. But you gonna call your son, have him come down to the mall? They had about 4 or 5 guys come down to the mall ready. You setting your son up for failure when you do this. You're not setting your child up for success.
First of all, okay, let's think about what you just said. Her son is Ja Morant,
Mm-hmm.
probably the biggest thing in Tennessee. He can call anybody who want to get those shoes. Why you gotta call him to come down to a shoe store or to go to your daughter's game. I think you said volleyball. Why do you break? Why are you involving your son? You this when people I hate these YouTube talking points, but I'm about to use one of them right now. This is proof that some women don't love their kids. I hate these talking points.
Mm.
I hate when people say that, but this is kind of evidence. What you like? This kind of proves that you don't want what's best for your son. You have to know that when somebody makes it, you have to protect the cash cow. You can't treat him like everybody else. You have to make sure that every decision he makes is on point. You're putting him in the best position to make the family win, so he can win, so the family can win. What you're doing, if when she did this, you're putting your son in the worst position, which in results put you in a bad position.
Exactly.
As much as I think that KD is a great player, right? But I think he's a mama's boy.
Oh yeah.
But she would never put her son in a bad position. I've never seen her do this since KD been in the league.
I give her credit for that. You're right. Matter of fact, I seen her fight for her son. Damn, they ready to get an altercation at a basketball. I mean, at the NBA game.
Yeah.
Because the fans up in the audience giving them shit. Yeah, you're right. I remember that time. I mean, when they called him Cupcake, they kept when he went to
Yep.
Oklahoma, they
Hmm.
was calling him Cupcake. Yeah, she was ready to fight that game for her son. So I don't
Yes.
think she would do the same thing that Ja Morant's mother did to him. So you're right.
And okay, you're talking about, and I hate to go back to LeBron because I want to make this LeBron show, but it's something about we were talking about earlier when they come to young guys come to the NBA or NFL, whatever it is. Period. I
Mm-hmm.
don't really when LeBron when I don't my expectation for these kids are to come in there and learn. Everybody kept calling LeBron James GOAT. You know what I mean, King James and all that. I'm like, nah, this a kid. This an 18-year-old kid. I didn't really become a LeBron fan until he left to go to Miami.
Mm-hmm.
And it was when he made the announcement, and I saw everybody killed him for the announcement how he did it, and then he went down there and lost to Dallas. I think it was like maybe a year or the next year.
No, that
He
same
lost
year.
that same year. They lost to Dallas. It was when he lost to Dallas that I became a fan of his. And that's how you should treat all these young people. It's like when they first come into the league, let them be kids. Let them grow up into this first.
Uh-huh.
But now you got these. So I brought that up to say about LeBron James' mom. She put him in a precarious situation too. So you have some of these moms who and these dads. I'm going to talk about John Morant's dad too. They become more fans of their kids than being parents to their kids.
Yeah, that. Look, I don't know if you remember. You remember when LeBron James' mom got out of character, and
Yeah,
he had attacked.
Delonte West.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, it was
Yeah.
before then. It was before
Okay.
then.
Okay.
It was before when she got into altercation with with people in the crowd, and he kind of
Oh
had to
yeah. Yeah.
settle
Yep.
down.
Yep. Yep.
And that mom and that man had a father in his life. He wasn't blessed like what John was blessed with, right? But yet he had a wherewithal in the sense of know, hey, mama, we can't mess this bag up. Come down. I got you. Shh. Simmer down, baby. Simmer down. But you know what LeBron did have? He had a good, solid circle of friends around him, right? He had good male mentor and his former high school coach still in his ear,
Yeah.
pouring into him. That's the thing, man. That's one I always get on my son, man, about, the circle of friends. That's important. Man, I'm going to say it again. They judge a man by the company he keeps. So you need to have a good circle of people. You need to look at your friends. You're going to look at your future. Ain't that what they always say? Look at your
Yeah.
range, you're going to see your future. That's facts. That's true. So I just think John needs to do an overhaul, man. He really needs to do an overhaul and a self evaluation of what I want in life. Do I want to continue to play the game that I love that's going to make me millions of dollars and set me up for generational wealth and take care of my family? Or do I want to do this silly ass bullshit ass activities and do dumb shit and eventually get locked up or could lose my life and definitely get put out of the league? This is what I want to do. He's gonna have to have that come to Jesus meet, man. He's
He
gonna
gonna
have
have.
to.
He's gonna have because every like like I know every man has a point where they have to wake up. Either swim or you sink. He's and it is always seem to hit between that mid 20s to early 30s, because at that point you done accumulated some stuff now, right? If you're a man that's been out there about your business, you done accumulated some stuff, and when it happens, you're like, oh crap, I can lose something now. When you in your early 20s, you haven't accumulated much.
Mhm.
You mess up, you won't lose a lot. But
Yeah,
once you put 8, 10 years in, you're like, oh, I can't keep moving like this now. I got a wife, I got kids, I got a house, I got something. I gotta keep making these dumb decisions. So like, at some point, I gotta wake up.
yeah. They got. It's funny you say that, man, because I they talking about. Well, when did I said 25. That's when it hit me 25 when I realized, okay, I got to get my shit together. And it seemed like every 5 years, like 30, I had a different mindset, a different way of thinking. Every 5 years, I was hitting that certain mark, more wise and minds and more understanding and more logical and more aware of what's going on and how to move and how to go and carry myself, man. So it's like every 5 year mark, but first time 25 when
Yeah,
I had that come to Jesus meeting. And well, I had it a little earlier. I didn't want to really accept it, but I had it earlier. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna fight it. I'm gonna fight it. It's not time. I'm not ready. Then you have that moment like, what the hell are you doing?
you had it earlier, but you probably have much to lose with it early.
Well, I did, but
Maybe
I
you
did.
did.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? At the time, when I was sophomore, I had my daughter. So, for the first year, I wasn't in a life like I should have been, right? Because I was still in school, having dreams of, going to the league. Everybody going to the league, right? Everybody going to the NFL. It wasn't to my junior year I realized, okay, I ain't gonna make it in the league. I'm good, but not that good.
Yeah.
I'm good enough to play college ball, get a scholarship, but I'm not good enough to play the league. So I got to accept it. Let me go get this degree. And that was my moment, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to accept it just yet. Because
Yeah.
then I'm like, man, I could still maybe go to somebody's tryout, or open tryout, or play semi-pro and work my way up. It went to that 25 mark. Like, yeah, this ain't gonna cut it. You need to go have you a good old health insurance because getting beat up and broke and hurt and ain't got really no really good insurance to cover it. Yeah, this ain't gonna work for you, dog. You need to wake up.
Yeah. I was
Baby
similar to
girl
that.
needs you. Baby girl needs you. So
Yep.
but
Yep.
yeah, that's what it was. That's just ain't being
I was
wrong with
similar. I got married at 21, had my son at 22. And so it's like, yeah, you had a his little lose, but it was like you're still young.
that. Hmm.
You really don't know because you don't know what you know right and wrong, but consequence is something different, right?
Yeah,
We know consequences are there, but I don't think you really know consequences until you really do something wrong.
yeah. Until you face with it, till that judge hit that gavel. That judge hit that gavel. I said, "Oh, get right, get in you."
Oh, that's why I should have did this. So now I gotta do this for 30 years. Crap. Oh boy, it's like, but for the time I was like 20, early 20s to mid 20s to late, like mid 20s to early 30s. Oh no, ain't no chance of me doing something stupid. Cause I like, nah, this ain't about to happen. Like, nah, like Chris Rock said, I think I can't remember what that special came out. He said, if I get divorced, I got 30 million. If I lose half, I got 15 million, something to that effect. But you
Mm.
make 30,000 and she take half. Like,
Ain't that
but
it?
yeah, but it's like, but life is real, bro. Like, nah, because when you realize what you carrying, nah, you can't afford to make these dumb decisions.
You better not.
And that's going on with Ja right now, man. Ja, he really got. I don't think he got any kids or anything. I don't think he does. I don't know anything about his private life other than what they put out in the media.
Now he got
But
a daughter. He does
does
have a
he?
daughter. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
He does
I
have a
hate
daughter.
I hate that for his daughter. I mean, that he's made decisions for his daughter too, cause she's gonna see this. I'm not sure all this daughter, but she gonna see the stuff one day.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate now he's got to explain that to her. You know,
Hmm.
man, look, I'll be vulnerable again. I remember when I had to tell my son, me and his mother getting divorced. That hurt me, John.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. That hurt.
yeah,
And sharing that with him and watching his reaction and see how he was handling it didn't sit well with him. Now, of course, when you go through a down here divorce, one of the things they encourage the parents to do is to get the kids counseling, and it was definitely needed for our son to realize it's not his fault. It has nothing to do with him. Me and his mother just couldn't get along right, and we just had to make sure it was age appropriate for him because he was young at the time.
yeah,
And so we just had to make sure it was age appropriate and the type of language we talk about and thing we say, sharing with him and just be sensitive to him. And with sharing that, it was making life easy because he was in the midst of therapy going through it. So he was able to express and share that. And, they had me come in and sit down with him and he told me that it really hurt me or hurt him, and how he felt like I let him down. And man, that told me up, man. You don't ever want to hear your son talk like that, say that, man. But it was rough.
yeah,
It was rough,
yeah.
brother. But it was rough. I'm gonna leave it at that. It was rough. So
But you know,
yeah,
like with Ja Morant though, like he's doing all this in front of the media. His kids daughters gonna see this. His future kids gonna see this because the way the way everything works now, it lives forever. It really lives forever now.
yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, this stuff lives forever. I mean, somebody can always find a clip of you doing something stupid.
And John, you know what? There's always gonna be some dumb ass to bring it back up, even 10, 20 years down the road, and you may have 360 change a 180. That's a 360. No, that's all the way around. You made a 180 change
180.
and moved on and better yourself and became this all of a sudden this political leader or this great person in your community. You're doing good things, you're doing positive things and encouraging things, but that asshole won't let you live that down. A mistake that you made 10, 15 years ago. So yeah,
You know what's gonna be ironic about this? He's gonna be raising his daughter. His daughter gonna be about 20 years old. She's gonna do something stupid. He gonna be fussing at her, and she gonna go Google Ja Morant at 20 or 23 years old. Dad, you fussed me, but look at you. I was like, oh
what can you say? You gotta eat that humble pie.
well, baby girl, that's why I'm trying to tell you. So you had to experience what I did. Learn from my stupid mistakes.
Do as I say, not as I do. You know the rules.
Because
Oh
it's like
man.
you cannot hide this stuff now. It's like I made a mistake of telling my son, somebody, I shared with him about man to man moment because he was getting older. And I said, so I'm gonna share this with you because I want you to have to experience what I experienced. And and then some time went by, and I was getting on and say, well, you remember you told me this? I was like, oh crap, he used it against me. So it's like, but that's the thing about man. Like, and I just told him there was no video or nothing, but his things, the stuff that John Moran has done, It's been recorded. He did it. He recorded it.
And if it wasn't him, his little so-called friends, yeah, they got to get cut. John, they not gonna make it. They got to go.
Yeah.
I can't rely on you. If that's what we look, y'all know I just got in trouble for this bullshit. Now, is it all right for me to do it again? No. But dog, how smart is it for you to put me on camera? Knowing they bottom feeding their ass is living off him anyway. That don't make sense.
Was it the second video? I think one of the friends, I vaguely remember the video. I think one of the friends actually shut the video down once he saw what was going on. Because I
Did
think
it?
he was kind of
I, I don't know, but unfortunately, enough of the video got out for them to see. That's the bad thing about it.
yeah.
Look here, man. Again, why are we moving like this? Everything shouldn't be for the gram. Everything shouldn't be for social media. Everything shouldn't be out there that's for everybody to see. And so why are we doing this, man? Everybody shouldn't see how you move. It's not for everybody.
Nah, it ain't. Is like I nope. But we want to start it out with showing what you eating for dinner, so everybody get plate, and it just grew like, oh, I can get likes for this.
John,
I
I
can
kept
make.
saying that, man. I can't stand that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. My ex used to do that shit. Tell me, don't eat yet. Let me take a picture of our plates. What for? I don't give a shit about man. You a bad sport. I don't give a shit. I'm hungry.
I
Wait
got
till
it.
Netflix me. I gotta eat.
I got a daughter that does that. My daughter
Oh,
does that. I'm like, oh god! Every time we go somewhere, I'm like, baby, I'm ready to eat. I'm ready. She just want to take pictures of it. But nah, but that's where it started from. It's like that was a trend that started that crap. Seeing like, and not everything got to be on the gram or got to be on. It's got to be. Everybody got to see it. I'm like, I don't like this.
it's down here from here.
Yeah, it's
Down
like,
here from here.
man, golly, can something stay private?
Man,
Your body can't even stay private now.
damn. Don't speak on it.
It's like,
We
it's
got a
like,
few more minutes. Go speak on it.
it's like. It used to be a woman's body was sacred and secret. Nothing's private anymore. Nothing's sacred and secret. More men know you than any time in history.
Hey man, I told this lady one time when I was young, a long time ago, right? That hey man, look, it's something about the body behind clothing just allows us to use our imagination. That turns us on way more than you just exposing everything. Because now nothing's left to
Nothing.
imagination. You right there, I see it
Imagination.
all. Leave something to the imagination, ladies. You might get a different result.
It's like see them. You remember them little baby pools that you just buy from Walmart somewhere like $29, $30, whatever it is.
You talking about plastic ones or you talking about that
Yeah,
inflatable?
the little small plastic ones. it's like throw a bunch of trout in there and go fishing. That's how easy it is. It's like you ain't doing nothing. It's like seriously. It's like no. It's like it. There was a time where it was a challenge. You used to go hunting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a country boy, so I know y'all don't talk
Hey, I
about hunting.
understand, man. Look, I live in Kentucky. I already know what you're talking about. This ain't nothing new. Look, my roommate was from Arkansas. I mean, look, let me tell you this story. Oh, that's crazy. Murray State. Me and this guy got into it. And now, my first semester, I didn't have a roommate at all. Second semester, I had one. But before I had the roommate that I end up with, I had this old white boy, man. We got into it about his music and radio. Whoever was in there first get to control the music, right? That was it.
Mm-hmm.
So he came in, but he didn't know I was there. I was in the bathroom. So he didn't know I was there. Come out, man. What this shit is this? I'm not, man. I was here first. I get to control the music. So we listen to this. I'm taking the tape. I put my tape in. Hey, that's some old guys. I'm telling my age. Cassette tapes. They still exist, guys, in case you want to go back and do some retro shit. But that's what we listened to back in the cassette tape before CDs. Now CDs
Yeah.
started to come out early, but they was like $20 a CD. Now they
Yeah.
about you get a CD about $5 to $10, but they about between $20 and $25 in. So we wasn't pushing CDs like that just yet. Cassettes. The dude took it out. I said, man, I'm not listening to this shit. So I just turned the radio off and unplugged it. Try to be smart. Man, that pissed that old country boy off from Arkansas. His big ass got down like he's ready to go at me. And we going like two Brahma bulls. We hit. Bam. All right. Stalemate. Cool. Motherfucker backed up a little bit more. Before I got a chance to get that motherfucker put my damn chest inside my back, hit me against the goddamn wall. I just felt my soul leave me, John. My goddamn soul left. I said, Lord. I just, oof. That's all he heard. I'm like, God damn. I said, get your big ass off me. I couldn't say shit. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do anything. Get your big ass off me. You can have this goddamn way. I'm about to leave you anyway. I got a man, a motherfucker. Soul back. You know what I'm saying? Still had practice later that day.
So you wore it well that day though.
Oh man. John, we still cool to this day. White boy from Arkansas. I remember went on Christmas break, man. Went to their house, didn't want to go home. That it wasn't nothing at home for me. We got bounced in the playoffs because back then it was a Division 1, 2A, and we had playoffs. They still do now, but it's a little different.
Yeah.
And so we ended up getting bounced early. I think like the first game of around the playoffs. So we lose early. So we got to enjoy Christmas break. Because normally, if we didn't, we would be playing through Christmas break through the first of January for the if you make it to the finals.
Yeah.
But we ended up losing the first round. So ended up going home with him to celebrate, enjoy Christmas. And his dad is a farmer by trade, but his career is a finance officer. So he approves home loans. So man, he pouring game into me, man, teaching me game about financial wealth and financial investment and what I should do, home ownership and all of that good stuff. And one of the things he said, that I said this many times before, was talking about how the average white person, about 25, they have the first home. He said by 30, we have black folks have theirs. I'm like, oh man, you just talking. You don't know what you're talking about. You just talking. So during summer, I went home and I asked a question. I said, asked my uncle. We were close. He said, yeah, man, I was about 35 when I had my first. I'm like, God damn, 35.
Yep.
Okay. I asked my dad. Now, my dad was a different exception, right? He was in the military, so he got that VA loan, so he had it at 27. He was an exception. But I talked to my aunt, my uncle, and some family members on my mom's side, and that's about what it was. When you average it out, it's probably about 30. Well, about 32 when I averaged it out at the time. They was 32 before they got to their first home.
And so what you just said, though, you just with another country. If you really think about what you just said, they said they average is 25. So they mean they buying homes in their early 20s, 23, yes. 24, 25. They probably got something late too. So I mean, I got mine
about 35. They got their second home.
Yep.
But they got that 5+ years equity built up on us. We're behind.
I did get mine. I got mine at 27, but no 20. I'm sorry, 28. But my sister did better than I did before. God bless her soul, she passed on. She had 2 homes. She had 2 homes before. Now, maybe she had 2 homes before she was. Not before she was 37, 38. She had 2 homes. But she didn't get her first one to almost 30 though.
And then see, that's what he's saying. But I teach my son. I said, man, you got to diversify your friends, man.
Yep, you do.
And I said, you can't always there's nothing wrong with hanging around our people. It's nothing. I love our people. But sometimes you got to put some white boys on your team, right? And that's what I told him. So then I got white teammates. I said, no. You got white teammates, but you don't really hang out with them like that. Y'all got to separate and integrate yourselves when y'all go to the little thing. But my son, after I told him, man, to share that with him, he started hanging out with them more, and not hanging out with just his black teammates, going with at that table and sit around and relax for the next game. He'd go and hang out with them, and I like, okay, good, you're listening, you're paying attention, you're
Yep.
observing. I like that. That's what you need to do. So, but I teach him that because see, you never know. You always need those on your team, man. So don't just get locked into just us. I know it's your comfort zone and it's your go-to. I understand it. There's nothing wrong with it. But you also got to be familiar with the other people because guess what? More than likely, you're going to work around these people. You might as well know how to interact with them. So just
You,
little lessons, man. I just drop on them,
you actually
and
said it. You actually said it earlier too. You could tell where you're going by the people you hang out with.
yeah,
You tell by what you're doing by the people you hang out with. All that makes sense.
very much so. Very much so. Well, John, I'm about to shut it down. Normally, I only go 2 hours on the sports show, but brother, I appreciate you coming up and rocking with me, man. And I'm glad you was able to find my channel, man, and definitely tap in more, man. I don't know what you got
Yep.
going on Wednesday, but public announcement for everybody who's still here listening, paying attention. I have a show on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and shows about gender roles, and
All right.
is
All
gender
right.
roles extinct?
Oh yeah. Let me
So
ask you a question, man. You're not. I guess you're not monetized right now, huh?
no, no, not yet. My time is coming, John. Just pray
No,
for me,
no,
dude.
no. You got a cash app or anything then, so I can support you.
Oh yeah, let me
Just drop it in the back chat. You got. You drop it how you want to do
okay,
it.
okay. I will
How,
do
how,
that.
how you want
But
to do it. Like I said,
but
I've been
yeah.
paying attention. I've been watching you for a minute. I like how you think, man.
Well, see, you better not say it too loud. Some people might get offended. They don't like it. I think they think I'm crazy.
Nah, like I said, it's not too many dudes, man, that are just dudes in these spaces.
Oh, John, you said a whole lot when you said that right there, my brother.
Yeah, yeah.
They. I just don't understand, man. I don't know. I just don't understand, man. And when I hear some of these dudes, I'm like, dude, I don't move like this. I'm different. Like when they say pause for what? Why do y'all got gay mindsets and gay intentions that y'all got to say pause because you say you think something's questionable? That ain't how I came up, man. If you take that way, something wrong with you. Not with what the statement I said. Something's wrong with your goddamn mind because you went straight that direction. You went straight left, and I'm going right. I'll be damned. What is wrong with you?
I've never heard it. I never heard it till I got to YouTube, and I started people channel a couple months ago. I guess it's been a few months now, and it's like everybody started saying it. So I feel it might have been a new wave or something going on, cause that's how these. I don't know, bro. It's like everything is. It is what it
It,
is.
it's different, man. And I talked to somebody who who's been talking to me and give me some uplifting, encouraging words. Shout out to you, Ty, for that encouraging words you give me. But that's some of the things that really kind of made me hesitant on getting on YouTube, right? Because I don't move like some of these dudes move and how they talk, how they carry themselves. I'm not with this sloppy shit. I'm not with this beef and shit. That's not what I'm used to. Don't come threaten me. You talking about gonna fly?
Yeah.
What sense are you gonna fly out to fight me? What are we doing here, man? Really?
I know you're trying to close out, so I ain't gonna say. I ain't gonna say
No, no,
what
no.
was.
Look, if it's something on your heart, say it. If we could, I'm not mandatory to close it, but I normally don't try to go too long. If it's something on your heart, talk about it.
So you said something earlier about you and your roommate got into a fight. Y'all real good. Y'all ended up being real good friends. And we on the AO show we was talking about that one day. He was making like, can you get into a fight and still be good friends? Something to that narrative. I was like, man, yes. That's how some of my best friendships was formed when I was in my early 20s and teens. So like we got into it, over something stupid, and then we came to the meeting of the minds, had a little throw, hands and hands, came back, and now some of we real good friends right to the day. But part of what that is though, because the way these guys move now, it's like they don't understand. Like two people don't always agree,
Mm-hmm.
and when you don't agree, either you verbally hash it out or you physically hash it out, but there are consequences when you do something that's disrespectful. Once you learn from the consequences, you normally be best friends after that. Now, when you get older, you don't keep doing that when you're in your 30s, 20, 30s, and 40. You don't keep doing that because you learn then how to like navigate friendships and communication. You learn other ways of communicating, solve problems.
Mhm.
But it's like the way some of these guys think, like they think a fight is the worst thing that could ever happen.
Yeah.
And sometimes a fight, I'm not trying to promote fight. I'm not trying to promote fighting. Not trying to promote hood stuff. What I'm saying though is you cannot be afraid to stand up for what you believe in.
Mhm.
And so when you shared that story earlier, it brought back to that question we had on the AO show. He was discussing that like, can you be friends after you had a fight? And I just kept thinking like, I'm from a different era now. They
Mhm.
think different the way I think.
Exactly.
And so that's what made me when you said that made me start thinking like we do not move the same. Some of these they keep calling me old head. Like I'm an old head. I would be an old head because
John,
I don't
we
move.
got we accept it with pride. Dude, you be blessed to get my age. The way y'all some of
Yes.
y'all were talking at. So call me
Yeah.
what you want to. These grays in my beard are gonna be there. I'm not dying. I'm not switching it up. I accept it. That's who I am. This is part of my wisdom.
And Wednesday I'd be 49. Man, I'm not going back. I'm not going back to my 20s and 30s. I'm not
Happy
going
early
back.
birthday, brother. If I don't get to talk to you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, like, nah, I don't mind being an old head. Like, if what I do don't work for y'all, I won't share with y'all no more. Then I just keep it to myself. I started trolling. I'm like, hey, y'all just stay single and die. Then it's like stop reproducing.
Look
But
at John.
I like what you do though, Hing man. I'm not gonna hold you up, man. But I like what you do, man. Now that I got your channel, I actually found your channel about 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
I think about 2 weeks. I think it was 2 weeks ago I found it. I don't think you did anything last week though, because it didn't pop up if you did. But now that I
No, no,
got you,
I didn't do anything last week because I had a prior engagement. Well, I did my sports show on Monday, but on Wednesday I didn't do anything. I had a prior engagement. I had to attend to buddy of mine's band who's out at the waterfront. So I was down there working out and just enjoying life, man. Doing different things, man. Living life, getting out sometimes. Some of these dudes act like they don't leave in front of their monitors or their phones or the screens or the tablets
ah,
or the laptop. Yeah, that's not me. I'm out here and I'm enjoying life to the fullest. Whether I'm with my lady or by myself, I'm enjoying life. You know what I'm saying? So,
there you go,
and
bro.
when you're talking about, no, that's not what I want. Now, let me share this. I'm being vulnerable again with my buddies, but some of them heard before. 2016, I got divorced from my ex-wife. It took me a couple years to get back into the mindset, and right mindset, where I need to be to get married again. Because I guess what they would consider called the red pill rage. Man, hell, marriage. Marriage sucks. It's a bad deal. Don't ever. I'll never do it again. The hell with marriage. It's overrated. That's the mindset I was in, and it took a couple years of therapy to get through that, to get past that bullshit, man. And now I'm ready to get back out there. I'm ready to roll the dice again, get back in the game. John, I'm trying to join the fraternity again. I miss it. I want to get back on it in that fraternity again of marriage and the sorority of marriage. That's what I'm planning on doing. Right now, I'm in the process of moving my woman down here to Kentucky. She'll be down here at the end of June. That's what we doing.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna enjoy life. I'm gonna bless her, and she gonna bless me.
Well,
And one
man,
day
I'm
she's gonna get my last name. I ain't gonna say how soon because she's watching. Element of surprise, baby.
well, you took
But
it
I'm
and put
gonna
away, but but yeah, but congratulations to you though, man. Pre-congratulations to you. And keep working towards it, bro.
definitely, man. I appreciate you, John. Hey, like I said, if you free on birthday Wednesday, come on up, man. I might even sing happy birthday to you. I don't know if it make me a
We
less
good.
man or
We
not,
good.
but
We
it's all
good.
good.
We good. We good.
John, I don't know if that make me a less masculine man or not. I guess I better say pause after I sing it.
we good.
But it is what it is, man. But like you said, if you ain't got nothing going on, man, come through. If not, man, hey, happy early birthday, my brother. And congratulations for 49 beautiful years to you.
All right, man. Appreciate you, Hick, man. Have a good one,
All right,
man.
man. Hey, be safe, bro. Guys, man, it was another great show, man. And again, I appreciate the base dwellers coming through, coming up and supporting us either via the chat or or on the panel like John the Baptist is. So thank you, John. I appreciate your support. And for the guys that still here, man, hanging out with me for some reason, I don't know why you're entertained by my old black ass. I don't know. I just maybe it's the sympathy. Y'all have sympathy for me, but I appreciate all that sympathy. Thank you. Uh, but nonetheless, again, thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out with me in the basement, man. I appreciate you guys. Y'all continue to rock with me, and I will continue to rock with you. I will continue to do what I need to do to put out this good content, the intelligent content, this inspiring and uplifting and encouraging content, but this much needed content. So I will be back on Wednesday, definitely that, and we will be talking about gender roles. Is gender roles extinct? Is it a dying thing? So that's the conversation going to be on Wednesday, man. Hey, guys, make sure y'all be there. Please continue to like and subscribe and share. Share it with your friends, family, loved ones, and all, baby. Share it with all family members. Aunts, uncles, aunties, grandma, grandpa, you know what I'm saying, daddies, baby mamas, ex-wives, ex-husbands, all share it with everybody. Share it with anybody who won't listen. So I'm going to come with some good talk, good chat, and some good things to put on your mind and on your heart. Either way. But with that being said, I thank you guys for coming. Continue to rock with me, and I will continue to rock with you guys. Y'all definitely have a great night.